Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I just felt my hair like kind of move up. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2020. The album Dad AF. Is it Saturday? I went to a party last Saturday night. A little Lita Ford for you. I didn't get laid. I got in a fight. It ain't no big thing. How are you guys doing on this fine Saturday night? It is currently 7:19 p.m. and I just did my morning routine over on my Peter Reviews Stuff channel. So if you'd like to see, look at my hair. I don't know much about clothes, but my hair looks fierce. I just did my morning routine over on my review channel. So if you'd like to see my entire morning routine, what I do occasionally, some mornings when I decide to like throw myself together, go over and check that out. You can see all the products I use. I actually kind of did my hair kind of a little bit for you. Today, we're going to talk about two different drama stories. We're going to talk about Shane Dawson's fans kind of questioning his motives and his, intentions about things. And then we're going to also talk, we're going to start with Miss Jaclyn Hill, who I have been watching very, very closely lately. So we're going to get into that in just a second. I'm having a great day. Before I start this today, do I have my lip gloss over here? I do. Before I start this today, I want to do my makeup routine. So I'm going to go in with the Dr. Pepper Lip Smacker, okay, the palette. And in this palette, you get 3 lip smackers. I'm going to go in today with the Dr. Pepper Lip Smacker. Why would you not use that one? Damn it, Janet. Why can't I get this out? Come on. It's basically a lip gloss or a lip balm coffin at this point, okay? So I'm going to go in with the Dr. Pepper Lip Smacker Lip Balm right here. I used to use this when I was a kid. And I also had the lip gloss roller ball. Do you remember that? Oh my God, I love that so much. And then I'm going to go in with the... I noticed this last night, but I wanted to see it in front of... I am completely out of my Marc Jacobs lip gloss, so I don't know what I'm going to do now. So, how will I live? Anyway, I digress. Let's get into this video today. By the way, for that fun little video that I did yesterday when I was on the patio, I had so much fun making that video because it was just stupid and I talked about whatever I wanted to talk about. And it really was kind of reminiscent to me of how I started doing drama videos, where I literally would like go and watch a video that someone had put out and I would sit down and I would just give my commentary on it. That's how I started. It wasn't like, okay, I should say this, or, like blah, 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 whatever, right? And it was so freeing to me to just kind of sit down here and be like, yeah, this is what I think. Let's move on. And I have to say, with some drama channels out there that I've been watching recently, like Angelica Oles and Luke Alexander, I think that is what I really love about their channel, that there's like a freedom to it, that they just sit down there and they're like, yeah, this is what I think. And that is really how I was when I started, and I miss that. So when I said in my video yesterday, I think I'm gonna do my videos more like that, that's what I meant, okay? So let's get into this today. Now, I got a few comments on my video yesterday that said, you took too long to get to the point. The point of yesterday's video was that there was no point, okay? I was sitting outside with a squirrel picnic table talking about my issues and concerns. There was no point to the video. But thank you for your support. I really, really appreciate it, but there was no point to my video yesterday. Thus, the point of the video. So anyway, let's get to the drama today. I noticed Jaclyn Hill, Miss Jaclyn Hill. Now, I have to tell you something, okay? I have been watching Jaclyn's Instagram stories very, very closely over the last 6 weeks, because that's what you do with your drama channel. You watch all these people and what they do, and then you take some small, minute detail of their life and you reach and stretch it out and turn it into a 20-minute drama video. That's what you do, right? So anyway, I've been watching her life unfold very closely on her Instagram story recently, and I have to say this, right? Like, I feel like this is my opinion on what is today. On May 9th of 2020, I'm a human being. My opinion is allowed to change from yesterday to today, okay? But last night as I was watching this, I was thinking to myself, I think the problem is not that Jaclyn wants to be relatable. I think the problem is that at one point she was relatable, and that there's moments where she is really relatable. And she put up this Instagram story, which I'm going to show you guys in just a second. And the first part of it, she addresses people asking her about her cheeks. I'm not going to get into that, okay? I'm just not going to speculate about, you know, anything physical with somebody and dissect it and analyze. I'm not going to do that, okay? But the second part of the Instagram story, she goes in, and I'm going to show you this. Well, let me just show, well, she goes in and she talks about people saying that she is fake, or that she was fake, and that she has changed, and she's not the same person that she used to be. So here, let me show you this clip right now.
Something else that I saw a lot the past couple of months that I have wanted to say and address is I saw so many comments from people being like, she's changed so much. She's so different now. She's so fake. And that was such a hard comment for me to see because it was so true and so accurate. And for a period of time, I did not know who I was. I did not love myself. I did not care about myself. And so I was just kind of trying to like go through the motions and do what I thought I was supposed to do. But I wasn't actually taking care of me. And no one can ever get you to that place except yourself. Like no one's saying like you need to make changes or you need to look at yourself in the mirror or you need to deal with this. Nobody could have gotten me to the place that I got myself to. I had a major wake up call one day and I was like, we are done. And no one could have gotten me to that place except me. But yeah, I just wanted to address that. I'm done talking now. That's it. I feel kind of awkward now because that was a lot. That's it. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so that's what Jaclyn had to say. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. But before we do, I have to tell you something. When I stopped the video earlier to insert this part into it, I noticed that this part right here was getting a little puffy. And I was like, you started to look like you have a bowl haircut, right? So I was going to come back on video and I was going to have a bowl on my head because I thought that would be real funny to make it look like I had had a bowl haircut. No, I have had no haircut. I need a haircut. I'm losing my mind. I look like the heat miser at this point. The heat miser! Okay, like I seriously need a haircut. But what's even sadder than that is that I went into the kitchen and I pulled out these bowls that we have. And my head is so fat that none of these bowls even fit on my head. Look at this, okay? My head is so fat that no bowl will sit on my head. I don't know what that says about me, but I don't know much about clothes. But I'm like over here, I'm like making dinner. I don't make dinner, those are wind chimes. Anyway, so let's talk about Jaclyn Hill, okay? So Jaclyn Hill had this epiphany moment, right? Well, I have to say, first of all, before we get into this, I really loved what she said. I really, really did. Now, y'all know I said going into 2020, you're gonna get my 100% objective opinion over here. I really liked what Jaclyn had to say, right? That she had morphed into this person that she didn't even know who she was anymore, right? And I think that's very, very true of all of us. Like that happens to many of us in the world, right? It's happened to me at times where I'm like sitting there and I'm having a conversation with somebody about something that like I literally could care less about. And I'm like, what am I doing like with my life? Like what has happened? Like, you know what I mean? Like kind of like this video a little bit, no. But you know, like I've had moments like that before where I'm spending a huge amount of energy or time consumed with something that I'm like, I don't care about. Like I really don't care about this. And I think like in the grand scheme of things, when you have like tragedies occur in your life, or you have like really serious things happen, or you have like moments of clarity where like, you know, anything that can happen, right? In that moment, like all of the rest of it, all of the fakeness, all of the superficiality of all of it, you know, it kind of just like folds away into the background. Like it doesn't mean anything, you know? And I have to tell you, like, I talk a lot in my videos about there is an ability, okay, to be a spiritual, and I mean spiritual, I don't mean religious, I mean, you know, of the soul, to be a soulful person, to care about the world, to care about others, right? And still like high-end things, still like makeup, and still like a Louis Vuitton bag. That's okay, that's fine, right? But for me, it's about the consumption of those things. Like, I don't want to become consumed with those, right? I want to make sure that I don't really need those things. And it was funny because I was watching Schitt's Creek last night. I finished Schitt's Creek, yes. I bawled my eyes out the last 3 episodes. I watched the final behind-the-scenes episode, bawled my eyes out. It is like one of the most fantastic shows ever, right? But what I love about the show so much is that it's so endearing, and that, you know, it's about this family that has literally lost everything financially, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody, I won't, okay, but then they go in and, like, through these life lessons, they start to really see what's important, and it's that people and interactions and things like that, you know? But there's this moment when, what is that? That's this stupid lip gloss coffin over there. I made a hole in one. That's like, look at this. This is like that bozo game. Did y'all watch that boat? If you're old as me, Do you remember back in the day, Bozo, it was like on that Chicago channel, and he'd take the ping pongs? And I don't know how I just remember that. I would practice that in my living room forever in case my mom took me on the Bozo show, but we never went. Anyway, I would have won some prize had I gone, I'm sure. But anyway, there was a moment in the show where Alexis, the sister, is talking to somebody, and she finds out that they have some money. And she says, you know, like, I know you don't, like, that's not who you are to spend a lot of money, but to every once in a while, treat yourself to something nice. Like, that puts a smile on your face. And I sat there and I watched the scene, and I thought, that is so very true, you know, that depending on who you are, maybe going out and spending $20 on a book, you know, or $15 on a really, you know, a nice, you know, piece of makeup that you want. Like, and I know $15 isn't a lot for some, but for a lot of people it is, you know, or a $49 palette, or a purse, or whatever you want, right? That I think that it's okay to do that. It's the consumption of that. It's when you become all about that, right? Well, when you think you're a YouTuber on the level of Jaclyn Hill, who I do believe at her roots at the beginning started as this girl that just loved to do makeup and got lucky because people loved what she did and she was relatable. I do think that's what happened at the beginning with Jaclyn Hill, right? So when you watch her over time, what happened was that Jaclyn started getting money, and she was able to take care of her friends and her family and buy high-end items and luxury items and all this kind of stuff. And what happened was that I think, you know, she needed to put videos out. She needed to grow her audience so that she could continue to put money in her pocket and become this person that it all became about this money mill. Well, you lose yourself in that. I've known a lot of people that have lost themselves in that need to just have money and put money here and just be showy, showy, showy. I've met so many people in my life that would sell all their friends up the river for $1,000. Like, seriously, right? And it's really, really sad. And I think, like, you know, I don't know. Like, I think that's kind of to some degree what happened to her. And I think there's a fakeness that goes along with that, because then she doesn't really know who she's supposed to be on camera anymore, you know? And I watched this last night, and there's a part where Jordan is, like, laying on the floor, and the dogs are running over him. And then she's like, you know, we have all this food here to cook. And Jordan orders this, like, you know, or is eating, you know, cold pizza, which is totally me all day long. And I'm watching this, and I'm listening to her talk, and I'm thinking to myself, Jaclyn Hill in this moment on this Instagram story is literally somebody that would be one of my real friends in real life. Like, hand to God, okay? And I thought, she really is that relatable. But now she's stuck in this, and I don't think she was trying in the Instagram story, okay? I really, really don't. If anything, I think she's kind of stuck between this rock and a hard place now, where she's trying to over-explain herself to people because she's trying to, I don't know, make it make sense to people, like why she's changed, and she wants to change back, and she's ever evolving. So I sat there and I watched this, and I thought, you know, if Jaclyn were sitting in front of me, what would I say to her? And, you know, this is what I think I would say. Jaclyn, you know, this overused sentence that we say, what just happened to my hair, about do you, is so corny, but in all reality, do you. Do what makes you happy. You have the money to live whatever way you want to. You know, I've criticized her for not posting videos because she always does when she has products coming out. But at some point, and I do think that's bad business. I will always continue to say that is bad business. If she puts out videos only when she's promoting products, I will continue to say that is bad business. It's a bad look, right? But I think part of it for her is she's going to have to put aside the salesman's pitch, and she's going to have to get back to doing what she really loves. And I think that she doesn't see, to some degree, that also lies in who she was when she first started YouTube. Just like for me, yesterday, sitting on that patio and being stupid and talking about a phone call that I had or text message that I had with Alex's aunt. I had so much fun making that video yesterday because I didn't give a shit. I was having so much fun. I didn't care, right? Like, I just wanted to sit there and have a conversation with you guys that have been so nice to watch my videos. And I think that's what Jaclyn forgets. I think she forgets who she was. And I think it would be really good for Jaclyn to go back and watch some of her very first videos and remember who she was when she was sitting there. And she says, you know, she was on food stamps back in the day, and she was working at, you know, in the mall doing makeup, the MAC, I think it was the MAC counter. You know, like, go back and see who that girl was. See who she was. See where you got lost along the way. Find out who she was, you know. Do a little inventory. Sit down and be like, okay, who was I? Who am I? And what happened along the way? I've done tons and tons of inventory and evaluation over myself for the last 2 years, and I had to take a look at some things about myself that I did not necessarily like, you know? So, I don't know, I think the same thing is true for all of us. We can all do that, but I think for Jaclyn, I think she could come full circle out of this thing, and I think she could be really loved again on YouTube. I think the pushing of the products, which I understand she has to do to make money, but she could also make a lot of money still off of YouTube. You know, she needs to stop pushing so many products. She needs to get back to doing what she really loved. And if makeup isn't what it is for her anymore, take some time off, figure out what it is that you love, but stop pushing the products and just make a video doing what you love. I love watching those Instagram stories. I would love to watch a video of Jaclyn just vlogging a day in her life. Like, that to me is fun to watch, which is why I continue to watch her Instagram stories every day. Because I'm like, I know this girl. This is a girl that I know every day, right? That's sitting there talking to her boyfriend while he's eating cold pizza in the refrigerator. That's what I know, okay? And that's what I think is relatable. And you don't have to try to do that. Just vlog your life. Maybe she should do that. Maybe she should start a vlog channel or show it on her own channel. She, you know, she should be Peter Monn and start 5 channels. So anyway, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all that kind of stuff. And I think we all have those moments of clarity, you know, where we figure out who we are and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna stop being tough on Jaclyn. I'm not. When she does something that I think is frivolous, I'm gonna be like, okay, sis, like, what was this about, right? But you know, like, I think in that moment, what I saw was that piece where she doesn't realize what she's lost, but it's still there. It's still there inside of her, you know? And I think it's there inside of all of us, and I hope she finds it. I really, really do. I hope that for all of us, you know? That we find that special sparkle in all of us that makes us really, really happy. You know what I mean? Because we don't want somebody to lose all that. Okay. I'll probably be back tomorrow with another Jaclyn video. Now let's talk about Shane Dawson. This is where people timestamp the video. I have no idea how long I've been talking because I did the insert of the video. But let's talk about Shane Dawson. Okay. So Shane Dawson and Ryland, who have been side-eye criticized recently for their friendship with Trisha Paytas, who has made many, many problematic videos, and people are really questioning Trisha Paytas at this point. Many, many people have huge issues with Trisha Paytas, rightfully so, and Shane has continued his friendship with her. So people are saying, okay, well, who are you if you're continuing to have this friendship with Trisha Paytas, okay? And he didn't come out and say anything for or against her, and like a lot of people know, there was this huge issue with Morgan, and Morgan was criticized for doing a video with Trisha Paytas after, you know, she had done all Trisha had done all these videos, and that was like a little bit of a scandal. So to everybody's surprise, Shane Dawson and Ryland show up at Trisha's house for her birthday yesterday. Now, I have to tell you, this picture is no longer up on Instagram. Originally, it was on Trisha Paytas' Instagram, but it's no longer up over there. But it is on the Shane Dawson Reddit thread. Shane, like myself, has his own Reddit thread. So if you go over there, there is a Reddit thread, and it says, Shane and Ryland visit Trisha for her birthday yesterday. Thoughts? And this is the picture right here. There were 2 pictures, actually. And these were posted by Trisha. And you can see they all have masks on. They're like a couple feet apart from each other. And Trisha said, best birthday ever. I got the surprise stay 6 feet away party of a lifetime. Shane plus Ryland, thank you for making this the most memorable birthday so far. And yes, both those non-released only one pig mini purse, backpack, and conspiracy jacket were part of my gifts. I just am beaming once again from love, love, and laughs. Literally threw up a little diet root beer from laughing too hard. So people went in here, and this is actually like a really heavy thread. I was kind of surprised. And I also noticed that Spill Sesh, the drama Spill Sesh, on Twitter, she put up a, hold on a second, let me pull it up. I'm going to give credit where credit's due to Spill Sesh. Spill Sesh put up this poll, and she said, getting mixed responses on an Instapic asking how people feel about Shane hanging with Trisha. Some say who cares, they're wearing masks, and some are beyond disappointed. What do you guys think? And if you want to follow Spill Sesh's Twitter, her Twitter is Spill Sesh UYT. And 69% said they messed up, and 31% said they're fine. So, an interesting kind of, you know, response to all of that. And if you go underneath here to the Reddit thread, though, which is a Reddit thread dedicated to Shane Dawson. These are typically people that love Shane Dawson, okay? They're over there, they're putting things about Shane Dawson. Now, I thought if there was going to be a scandal about Shane Dawson, I thought that it would be about, you know, like, when is he going to post this makeup video that he you know, suggested that he was going to do? Because if you remember a while ago, he said he was trying to figure out something to put out to work on. He goes, I guess I'll do a makeup video because that's what everybody wants. And he goes, even though I'm really nervous to post it, I may not post it and all this kind of stuff. He didn't post he's posted a look. He posted like an Instagram look one day, and I made a video about that, but he never posted a video. I'm still at this point, you know, like, people are like, why do you have such a huge issue? Shane Dawson put together one of the biggest makeup palettes ever, best-selling palettes ever. If he doesn't want to do the look on his face, I don't have an issue with that anymore, okay? What I do have an issue with is that he hasn't done a look at all on his channel, okay? And I would like to see that. I would, as a Shane fan, and as somebody that has watched him for a long time, and as, you know, somebody that talked a lot about this palette, I would like to see that look. Pick somebody, if you don't want to do it, and have them do the look on your face. That's what I think you should do at this point, okay? I have an issue with this 18-part series talking about this palette that sold millions of dollars, and you haven't done one video, and you act like it's a lot when people are asking you to put that out. I have an issue with that, okay? That you're acting like that's a huge issue because you are intimidated by what people are going to say about you with this makeup on your face. But you put pictures out of your one eye done, and you don't have an issue with that, so why would you have an issue with the video being put out? I don't understand it, okay? And I know that a lot of people are like, why do you care? But there are a lot of people that do care as well. And they're like, you know what? You wanted us to invest in this love of the beauty industry. You wanted us to invest in the series. You wanted us to invest in your palette. The least you could do is do one look on a video. And I think, you know, pick somebody random. Pick somebody small. That's some small creator out there. Make their day, you know? I mean, you can't do it now because of the social distancing. But you could. You could have them teach you on, I don't know, on the Zoom or whatever. Get a Zoom party going on. So anyway, when you go underneath here about the thing, and now per state, everything is different about who's allowed to be around everybody, blah, blah, blah. So I think every state is different right now. So, you know, like you have to, it depends on what state you live in. So they obviously are in California. So a lot of people go in here and they have a lot to say. Someone said she hasn't been social distancing like they have, which makes it risky. I also don't like Trish myself, but I don't care about Shane being with her on her birthday. And as his friend, you know, he's going to do that. I think that's nice. But during all of this, you know, I guess, I don't know. I wish Trish would just be more respectful of the fact that people are freaking dying right now. She could have had her birthday party over Zoom or another app or whatever and be sent the gifts in the mail. She also posted a picture with her mom and her sister. So then other people say, their choice, but if you're going into someone's house, a mask or staying 6 feet apart won't do SHI took for you if they actually have it. And then somebody says, especially a cloth homemade mask. I don't know about all that. Someone says, shows a lack of intelligence in uploading a photo. 6 feet apart while germs are all over her home. Come on, they're meant to be 30 plus. And then they say, and then underneath here, people are not saying nice things. And then it goes down, and other than the obvious problem with them non-social distancing and the risks involved with that, does anyone else find it funny? They gave her merch as a birthday present, and somebody said, honestly, what could they give her that she couldn't buy? And then it goes on, and people say all this kind of stuff. Someone said, I think now they are trying to prove a point that they are going to be her friend unconditionally. It reminds me of how Shane talked about how Kathy Griffin's friends turned on her when she had her scandal, and how he thought that was so effed up. Maybe he's wanting to show that he will just stick with Trisha no matter what. I know the Kathy and Trisha scandals are way different, but I don't know. This seems like a possibility to me, because otherwise I'm just like, WTF are you doing? And then people say Shane doesn't need to prove anything. She's his best friend, and if he wants her by his side, she can be. And people say, I agree. People say, I don't agree. Blah, blah, blah. Somebody, you know, they go on and on and on. What's interesting to me is why the picture's down now, you know? I don't know, like, who decided that the picture was gonna come down? Did Trisha not want to affect Shane that way? Did Shane say, hey, gal, can you take the picture down? If you didn't think it was problematic, why did you take it down? You know enough people saw it. The picture's not up over there anymore. I went and looked, and if it's, can somebody show it to me if it's like some mysterious place? Because I don't know, I don't see it over there. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. It's going to be interesting, you know, and you know my word is interesting, but it is. It's going to be interesting to see how the world handles people coming out of isolation and who's around people too closely and who's not. And, you know, I've heard a lot of people talk lately about saying, like, you know, I'm going to start doing this, but I don't want to be shamed or judged for it and whatever. And there's been a lot of close watch over influencers and celebrities alike, you know, to see what they're doing during all of this. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I love you. I hope you're staying healthy and safe. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.